I do need to ask you about the skydive license. Do you recommend it?
Whenever I talk about it to anyone, I just say you have to do it. If that's even something that you're remotely interested in,
I'm remotely
you have
interested.
to, you have to do it then.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things that I've done all year. Like, easily. I spent way too much money doing that. Like, I can't afford that by any means, but just the feeling of being able to do that and just letting go of everything. Like, you're one of our instructors when we were learning how to skydive basically told us, he's like, every time that you skydive, you're committing suicide, but you're basically ending that act by pulling your parachute. And it's just like that adrenaline rush. That sounds like such a bad thing to say, of basically jumping out of a plane and killing yourself. Like,
that's funny.
That's just like one of the coolest things that you can do. And it's a natural feeling too. Like, you're not taking drugs and getting some boost of dopamine that's unnatural. I mean, not to say that jumping out of a plane is natural, but
well, dude, I can like tie this back to everything we've been talking about. So I've only skydived once. I went on my 21st birthday. It was friggin' amazing. But again, like, you talk about it and you're like, I spent way too much. And what we just talked about, how do you find adventurous friends? You be an adventurous person. So it's like, on the surface level, it looks like a bad investment, because it's like, oh my gosh, I spent $3,000 so that every once in a while I can jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
But in reality, it might be profitable for you, because the type of people you're meeting when you jump out of a plane, you're meeting other people who have their skydive license.
Yeah.
So you talk about, like, how do I meet adventurous people? Be an adventurous person.
Exactly.
You're going to meet people there, and the footage that's going to go online and that's going to connect you with other people could be worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run. But you don't think of it when you first.
And that was the mentality that I had when I decided to get my license. I knew I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I honestly doing this? But I just kind of trusted myself that somewhere along the line doing this, I'm going to meet some person that will connect me to another person, that will get me some job opportunity that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of trusted myself on that, where I would somehow be able to benefit from this. Because it's just like, it's a struggle every time that I go. It's like, I should not be doing this, but it's very fun, and I just kind of assume that there's something that I'm going to get out of it.
And like, back to the point of like, joy affects your productivity. So if you're super happy that you have a skydive license and that pours into your work, then